Begin with the fallout from last night's traffic chaos on the Lantau Link after a vessel struck Kap Soimun Bridge. Officials say the bridge did not suffer major structural damage, and the government held a top-level meeting today to follow up on the incident. Rani Samtani begins our coverage.
An incident that crippled traffic to and from Lantau Island and the airport last night. Authorities cut off the major connection between Lantau and Hong Kong Island to conduct emergency inspections of Kap Soimun Bridge. This came after the bridge operator reported that a vessel might have struck the bridge. There was no major structural damage, and the bridge was reopened later. Today, engineers from the Highways Department conducted inspections and photographed the damage. Underneath the bridge, authorities noted gaps in the structure and other steel parts bent out of shape. Some fiber optics were also damaged. Marine Department officials were also at the scene conducting surveillance in the area. The bridge operator has been told to complete repairs as soon as possible. The bridge's longest ever closure left scores of travelers stranded at train stations and on the road for 2 whole hours last night. Still, Chief Executive Leung Chun-ying supports the decision to close the bridge for inspection, saying safety must come first and that the impact on transport had already been minimized. This morning, Leung held an interdepartmental meeting with the Secretary for Transport and Housing, as well as officials from the Highways Department and the Airport Authority to follow up on the incident.
I think all the departments and the corporations concerned, including Airport Authority and the MTRC, have done their best to shorten the disruption as much as possible. But there's always room for improvement. And therefore, we're looking at the possibility of, or the practicability of releasing up-to-the-minute information to people using the airport and also other parts of Lantau in a speedier way using the latest technology.
The Transport and Housing Bureau, the Transport Department, the MTR Corporation and the Airport Authority said they will step up emergency response arrangements. Rani Samtani, TVB News.
Police have arrested 3 people on board the vessel in connection with the case and are calling it criminal damage. Authorities confirmed today the barge involved in the collision exceeds height limits. At Yaumate Typhoon Shelter, the police found the tugboat and barge suspected to be involved with last night's accident. Marine Department officers went on board to investigate. The crane on the barge showed signs of damage. According to sources, the barge was heading from northwest Lantau's Shalor Wan to the typhoon shelter when it was believed to have crashed into Kap Soimun Bridge but continued with its journey. The crane reaches 43 meters in height, whereas the bridge is only 41 meters above water. Authorities say the crane's height violates license restrictions. The police have taken statements from those involved and are working with the Marine Department to determine who should be held liable for the collision. Kap Soimun Bridge began operating in 1997 in connection with Tsingma Bridge and the Ma Wan Viaduct to support the airport's opening. Its upper deck is a highway and the lower deck is used for both the railway and vehicles. Currently, the 2 bridges and the viaduct, known together as the Lantau Link, is the only land passage to the outlying island, which also has a rapidly growing residential population. But in about 3 years' time, there will be another route.
This is the Tumun-Chaklap-Kok Link, which is going to be the longest undersea tunnel in Hong Kong. It will be 9.1 kilometer long, which is about 4 times the length of Tsingma Bridge.
Leung said this will be an important alternative to and from the airport in case a similar incident to last night's is ever repeated.